I always hope for something more, you know. Oh, but it is what it is. No, I'm not saying that. It is what it is a stupid thing to say. Right, I'm not having that. Hello, you lovely people of the internet, and welcome to another day of me being seriously messed up. And today's seriously messed up comes at you from a slightly different angle, in as much as where can I even start? Right, I'm going to start somewhere. So where I'm starting is when I woke up this morning, I already had these ideas in my head. But I've got to backtrack to last night, because last night I was in a typed conversation with the person I'm doing a house swap with, and they want to bring the house swap forward from June next year to after Christmas this year. So it'll be early next year we'll be moving, which I'm surprised by, but I'm happy with the idea because I don't like waiting, so it kind of does it for me. We've worked a few things out about how we want, you know, if we leave stuff behind, they leave stuff behind, and we've kind of got like an agreement that it's going to be okay, so we won't have to move as much stuff, kinda. And yeah, we'll have stuff to deal with there, but it'll be better because we'll be dealing with it there, not here. And the same for them. I mean, it's a good thing, I think. I feel really positive and happy about it, even though, like, because again, there's no script, by the way. There's no script again today, because so that's the one thing, right? But I had this other idea. But I've had other ideas. I've had so many ideas. So that's the big thing, right? So that's the big thing. That's the important thing. I've got a lot to do to make it all happen, and I'm not going to be doing it on my own. Thankfully, there'll be a billion people. Yeah, you know, maybe not as many as a billion. But look, the point is, this is a big auditorium that I have in front of me, right? I know, yeah. I think of these things, and the good ideas in my head. What idea is this, you say? I've just told you. I'm going to move. I'm moving house. I'm getting my life from here and moving it to Liverpool. But somebody's moving their life from Liverpool to here in this beautiful flat. And that's the thing. That's fantastic. Fantastic for everybody involved. Maybe apart from the people who have to move things. You know, the people actually do the lifting. It's not so good for them because, like, lifting things is hard work. And I'm not going to be doing lifting things because me and stairs and lifting things do not get on. I'll just be stressed. I'll hold the stress for everybody. I can do that. I'm good at holding stress. That's that thing. These other things, right, that I had this idea in my head that I would love to flesh it out, but I'm not going to have the headspace or the time to flesh it out into something really amazing. But I've been watching NCIS, right? Well, when I say watching it, it's been on and I've been asleep most of the time. The times when I've actively been watching it is a handful of them. But I have watched all these before. I'm just getting on that. I think I'm on season 14 now. And it's around this time that I'm not so familiar with. So I'm probably going to have to watch some of these to get the idea of the story. But again, we'll get there. It's a journey. I'm not talking about NCIS. I'm not reviewing NCIS. No, I'm not. I'm not reviewing NCIS. It is actually good, but the idea was... In fact, it hasn't even come out of my mouth, and it already feels like it's a bit of a crap idea, but I like the idea of not a federal agent, but a feral agent. And in my head, it's a beautiful concept. It's an image. I've got the image of a dishevelled-looking me with a hat that says, it's got an FA on it as like feral agents, yeah? You see where my head's going with this, and like you've got sweet FA kind of thing. You get where I am. And in my head, it's really funny. I've got episodes in my head just contained within that one image. I can't tear it apart now, because as I tear it, I'm already tearing it apart a little bit, and I think it's not going to stand up to the scrutiny of the bright light of reason and criticism and logic and the other things. There's a whole load of things with this bright light thing. So that is just going to have to sit there while I work out what to do with it. If I do anything with it ever. But I do like the idea. It does relate to something, actually. It's like, I touched on something today. Well, it's like, I was in Greg's drinking coffee and eating sausage rolls because that's what I do when I can. So that's what I was doing because I could. It was very, very busy. But I sat there in this little bubble of my own, writing a poem. And you know what? I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had no idea what I was going to do. But I'm going to read the poem now. I didn't mean to, because I wrote it for a different time, for a different thing. But it's just come to me now. Now just read the poem, that like what I've wrote today. It's called Link. Take whatever you like, but don't take the piss. Whatever it takes, don't take it personal. It's just business. Spit on the palm, lubricating the guilt banality. Grist for the mill in this long game grift. Shoulder the load, brace for impact, shift the weight, scrape the skin on your fingers, lose your grip and risk everything. The dominoes topple only as strong as the weakest link. The heft of the rolling bowling ball scatters the skittles in every direction. It's a team game, but just the same, each individual member must remember that they are part of the whole, not a hole in the thinking where complacency creeps in. Don't skip the small steps, everything is on the line, so lift the links and steady the ship and don't let the tower fall. Skin burnished by the change in hand, the glitter and glimmer of another long shift. The gold in the shadow of a Jungian spiv spills the beans and lets the cat out the bag. You are the weakest link. I think it's really cool myself. I just read that out in one. Nearly didn't. So it relates something to what I was saying before. It's kind of slipped away now. So what I've got left, this tiny little bit of a thing of what I've got left is more like a rant, is more like an awkwardness about myself. What with Dolly Parton being dead, there's some other people who died as well, who are not in the great collective consciousness, that, you know, people who don't seem to matter to us, to the collective, you know. I've got a friend, her dad died recently. I've got other friends who have family members die recently. There's something kind of important about it to me, is that, yeah, these people are dead, and they touched, yeah, you know, Dolly Parton touched millions of people's lives, possibly billions, I don't know. I don't know how big that reach really is and how big a number a billion is, but certainly a lot of people. I'm the same with Tim Curry. But what about me mate's dad? Or those other people with other family members who've died? What of them? Those people touch lives as well. You know, we might not feel that, but they do, and their loved ones do. And the people who are dead, people say, we all say nice things about the people who are dead. Even the people we don't like, we will find something positive to say. You know, even if it's something as simple as they will be missed by their friends and family. Because that's the human thing, that shared grief. We all feel that. We all know what that feels like to some extent or another. We're not all the same, but we all know what things feel like. I think everyone feels grief. I think even psychopaths and the people who don't have feelings as such, I think they feel grief too. I think everyone at some point feels grief. It's a very human thing. And the big bright light that's shining on it all for me is not the people who are dead, because they're dead. We can't touch them anymore. We can't reach out. We can't hear their voices. We can't experience what it's like to be with them anymore. That is gone. Those times are past. All we have is memories. And the big light that shines on it all now is value the people who you've got in your life right now who are alive, because one day they won't be. And all those things that you could have said, should have said, could have done, should have done, all those things, all those infinite possibilities between you and whoever it is, on all those people, between me and the things that I've never said or should have said, everything, all of it. We've got to value the people we've got now, because one day they will not be there, and nothing will bridge that gap, because once we're gone, we're gone. I mean, in deeper, more philosophical ideas, there's reincarnation, there's a whole load of different things that we as humans have to try to make it more comfortable. But the living truth each and every one of us have is we don't know for sure. So if there's people in your life that you love, let them know you love them. Tell them how fucking cool they are. Tell them that they matter, because they might not realise it. They might not know. There are people quietly sitting somewhere waiting to hear a word. And if they don't hear it, there's always something that we, the living, can do amongst ourselves, and that is keep communicating. Because once you're gone, you're gone. A great philosopher once said to me, you go out into the world and you experience things and you pick up all the little bits of knowledge, all the ideas, all the things from the great big wide world. And once you've picked all those things up, stuck them in your pockets, stuck them in your backpack, you got them in your little bags, little feathers in your hat, all the things that you have. You carry all this big weight that you've learned in the world, and you come back home. And what do you do with all that knowledge, experience that you've picked up? Do you share it, or do you keep it in a little vault where nobody else can see it but yourself? They're the choices we have. Choose wisely. Right, that is it. I am done for today. I've said everything I have to say about today. I always wish I could say more, or something smarter, or something. I'm done for today. There isn't anything I could possibly add to what has been a day with stuff in it. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to other people. Thank you for putting up with me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Love yous. Bye.